So best friends got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone in school while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's school, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? Pick and Roll Podcast episode 158. I'm here with my guy Coach Ed. We're still waiting on Blaze and Rios. They should be here shortly. How you doing, Coach? You got a big stream coming up.
Yeah, I'm good. I got a big stream, tomorrow, with the collab between both networks. So I'm excited about it. Hopefully everyone will tap in and, join in and have fun.
Yeah.
And it's, NFL draft between, a full draft, first round for the two networks. So it's going to be fun. People can come in and, why'd you make that pick? No, I think we should do this pick. And yeah, that's what we're looking for. So,
yeah, I'm excited for that one. I mean, just the fans in there. That's what this whole thing's about. It's about you guys giving you their opinions and everything. So, we got each guy represent. We got most of the guys representing their own team, so on and so forth. So if you're a football fan, you're gonna love this one definitely. So yeah, let's just get right into it before the guys come in. The huge thing that's been circling around the internet for like the last week or two is this tanking for the NBA because Utah's been fined, and I believe. Well, who's the other team? New Orleans?
Indiana.
Thank you.
Yeah,
both teams are fined. Huge fine. So, yeah, it's just like, go have at it, Coach. Talk about this.
Is it really a huge fine for these organizations?
I mean,
500,000. I mean, for us, yes, it's a lot of money.
Yes.
But for these billionaire organizations, 500,000 and 100,000 is,
like pennies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said huge, but
it is for us. So, I get it. So, but I'm like, they'll eat that. They probably spend that on dinner. So really, man.
Right. True. If you want to. Yeah, but let's talk about this tanking, man. How do you feel about it?
Um, it's bad for the league. Um, it's not a good look. It continues the trend of making the NBA. I'm just gonna say it, a tissue paper type of a league. It's real soft.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like the play is. I mean, and I get it. They're very athletic and creative, so I give them credit for that. But you're still soft with a lot of the things that you're doing. This. I grew up in an era where you played as many games as you could. I'm watching a lot of the top players play 82 games a year. So it's like you know, but now it's, you have the ruling to be eligible for certain awards, 65 games. It's, and you're sitting guys, and now this, team sitting players, you know what they're doing. They're doing it because they want a draft pick, a young player who is talented. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen enough first round, number one overall draft picks that turn out to be busts. So it's like just play the game. Just play the game, do the best you can, build your program accordingly. But they don't see it like that. So
It's just like they're trying to be the smartest guys in the room. I mean, it's
mhm,
been going on since the Spurs, maybe even before that. Up, here comes Blaze. Actually, pop
mhm,
him in.
What,
Yeah, what's good?
what's going on? I'm going to be no camera today. I'm not doing really great, but I'm here.
sorry, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry, man. Hopefully you feel better, bro.
it
Good.
happens.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, Blaze, you want to talk about tanking before I get into mine?
No,
Damn.
Hmm.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean we touched on it last week. You had your podcast on it. I don't really want to talk about it. I really don't. I'm on the
That's
same.
fair.
I'm on the same side as Coach. It's disgusting. It's stupid. It makes the league look soft. It's dumb. It's loser mentality. Players don't tank. The organizations do. I mean, it's stupid. It's really dumb. And the only thing I want to discuss about it is here's the good side. Let me put some silver lining in this because it is ridiculous that we have to even deal with this. The good part is they recognize it and they're trying to fix it. It's not like
Yeah.
they're just sweeping it under the rug saying, "Oh, that's not tanking. That's this, that." The league isn't trying to protect it. They're saying this is wrong. We're going to fine you. And I agree, the fine isn't enough. But now you're hearing all these alternative ways to try to solve it.
Hmm.
I'm not a fan of no draft. I think free agents don't deserve the money that they're going to get right off the bat. I like the rookie contracts better because we know they're babies and they need a couple years sometimes. I'm not against the tournament idea for the first round pick, but then you're talking more games, more possibilities of injuries, who's going to want to play it. And as a player, if you're on a team, do you want to lose possibly to get your replacement? That's what people don't think about. If I'm a player on a team, do I want to tank so they get a better player that could possibly replace me? No, I want to play better to try to make this team as best as we can for what we got. But number one, it is a problem. Number two, they need to make a change. Number three, just like I said, I'm just glad there's conversation to possibly change something to try to fix it. There's no way to really stop it completely though,
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
because you
not.
can you can camouflage it.
Well, I was just talking to Mitch about an idea I had, and and I know some people poo poo it, and that's fine, but like I told him, I said, right off the bat, you make it a full lottery. Every team in the league is eligible for the lottery, number one. Number two, if you win, whether it's, however you want to skew it, it's the number one overall pick, or you're in the top three or the top five. The next 5 years, you can get no high in the draft as number 11.
Yeah.
So you get bumped down. Now you still get the balls for the percentages, how the best chance. Now if that team is number one and they win that 1 year, the next year they're probably going to be 11 if they still end up with the number one losing record. But now if you trade that pick, the team that you traded to, as long as they are in that grouping, they get the percentages. So now you can trade it. Now it's forcing these teams that are trying to tank. Really, you got to build your team now. You really got to build your team because at least for 5 years after you get that top pick, you're not going to be up there. So you can't rely on quote unquote young talent, wanting young talent. You got to go out there and find the players, and you got to develop the players. That's the other thing. Coaches have to really develop these players to play the game of basketball. But now, if you do that, I think the teams are not going to want to see. If you're the league champion, the next year, you're going to be up. No, they're going to try and do everything they can to be down there with the top team, or say up there with the top teams competing. And then guess what you're doing? You're also creating a level of parity where everyone has a true chance. And guess what? Fans are going to really start to tune in, because you're not sitting here seeing, teams, like OKC did for the longest while, where they were losing. Yes, you got a plethora, but how many teams have followed that route, have done that, and been successful at it? Not. I haven't seen. I don't recall anyone off the top of my head. So to me, thinking about this, I was just like, what?
That's good. I think it's going to be a combination of a bunch of things if it's ever going to get changed or fixed. Number one, I think it's a smack in the face to the fans to do that. Because, I mean, you're paying money to go watch a game. And number one, we're already dealing with load management. And you might not see the superstar you go to see. But now we got to deal with, you're not going to play our star players and we're up 13 in the fourth quarter. So it is a smack in the face to the fans. I have a way to fix the lottery.
Go for it, and I'll talk about the silver.
The lottery was supposed to be the thing to fix this. The lottery is supposed to be, okay, you lose all your games, you're still not guaranteed first. So the percentage thing, blah, blah, blah. You want to fix the lottery? Go old school. Put the big bubble on TV, show each ball, put the ball in, spin it, pick the ball out, show the ball, all on camera. That's how you fix that, because right now, if it's not on camera, and I'm not right with it, I hate saying it, it looks bad.
It looks rigged.
Now, it could be a coincidence. We could go all the way back to Patrick Ewing. You could talk about Cooper Flagg last year. I mean, but there's no proof either way. So to me, there's no even reason to argue about it. But if you show the whole procedure, like literally show each ball with a number or a name on it, or the organization, here's 8 balls with Timberwolves, put them in the bucket and then pick it out. I mean, that's simple. That solved it, because now you have a bunch of people that think the lottery's rigged. Whether it is or not, we don't know. There's no way to tell. It looks that way, but perception is not always reality. I'll argue that. The other thing that I'm noticing now is these protected picks.
Yes.
Right? So part of me wants to say, fuck protected picks. You get whatever pick that you trade for or whatever, because I see the reality in, if we lose these games, they don't get our pick. You know what I mean? Like, we get that pick back if we lose. So I understand the strategy and philosophy. I don't agree with it, because number one, you go to the player's perspective again. You're talking about, so I'm going to suck so they can replace me next year or whatever. And then you see what the Kings are doing now. They're just like, instead of delaying surgeries and stuff, let's just do it now. And then that's camouflaging tanking as well, to an extent. But to me, medical stuff, I don't think we have the right to know anybody's medical stuff, because they don't, I mean, HIPAA protects people from talking about it. That doesn't, that protects the social workers and the hospitals from discussing other people's stuff. But now it's okay. We talk about, so I'm okay with not knowing people's injuries and problems, because that's none of our business, really. I mean, it kind of is, because it is a business of sport, but I can see if you got a protected pick and you lose more, you get that pick back. Why, if your team's not that great, I can understand that. What's up, Rios?
What's going on, guys?
So we were just talking about
gambler. I want to know their injury.
And the thing too is, I'm not really hype. I understand it because I got a lot of friends that do it, but then you bring in the gambling aspect, and now Las Vegas is getting pissed at this, because that fucks up all their numbers and reasoning and stuff. because they're going by records and stats and standings. And then all of a sudden, this team tanks, and the other teams, it flips Vegas too. Which if you want to waste your money gambling on teams, that's your own dumb fault to me. But I get it. I got a lot of friends that love it. They get energy from it. The excitement of it. They risk their money. I understand that. That's just not my cup of tea. But now you're getting Vegas pissed off when you're doing that too. And it's just a big clusterfuck. I'd rather talk about the All-Star break, even though it wasn't that great. I would rather talk about the games than this tanking shit.
I actually liked the All-Star weekend, except for the dunk contest.
There was a dunk contest?
Well, I mean, number one,
it was an All-Star weekend.
You guys know how big I am on dunks. I was the white boy who could dunk, so I'm big into dunking. And I've said it the last 2 years we've done this podcast. It hasn't been good, but I don't give up on it. I go back to that fucking interview with LeBron when he said he's going to do it, and he didn't do it. And then all the other guys follow suit. Here's my message, and I wish I could put my camera on because I really want to straightforward say this. I'm a huge fan of Zion and Ja. They are not living up anywhere near the potential they had. Get in the fucking dunk competition, you morons. You're not that special anymore. You're not top tier talent that should say, I'm not going to be in the dunk competition because I'm a superstar. I love those two guys. They are nowhere near where they should have been. The dunk competition can actually help them.
Yep.
It's stupid for talented players like that aren't performing overall to not do that. The 3-point shootout was fabulous. I hope they bring Steph and Clay and Dame and all kinds of people next year.
That's going to be exciting.
But I do like that being first. A lot of people are saying put the dunk competition first. Never. Here's the reason. If you're a wrestling fan, it's called starting the show hot. You have to start out with a really a good match or something to get your attention. That's what the 3-point shootout does. It's always going to be good because shooting is a prime part of the game. You can win a game without dunks. You can't win a game without making shots. So I love the whatever they call it now, the skills competition or whatever they call it now, just the shooting from the different spots.
That's shooting stars, yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. I like the freshman and sophomore game that they do. The dunk competition can be fixed easily. You throw a shitload of money at them. And those 4 dunks that Mac McClung was going to do, easily won. And the excuse out there that I'm hearing, shut the fuck up with this. All the dunks have already been done. Humankind can't do any more dunks. Go fuck yourself. Go look on Instagram in some places. There's it's untapped potential.
I hate it. I actually hate it because I watch these guys online all the time.
And there's a ton of dunks you could do for your creativity. I've said it before. Ban the alley-oop to yourself and ban jumping over a person. Let's see creativity.
How about ban what is his name?
And
Jackson Hayes dunk.
I've been there. Listen, I don't blame him. That's called I don't know what to do in the middle of a dunk. Just dunk it. That's what happened. I don't have any problem with him doing that.
Okay.
Here's the other issue. 8 instead of 4. When you have 4 people dunking, there's more probability missed dunks ruins the whole competition. If you have 8, there's more people, less chance of all 8 missing their first and second dunk, and that ruins it. It really does. Like McClung would make his first dunk most of the time, and that matters. Unfortunately, it shouldn't matter, but it does. Slow motion should matter too. And please, as much as I love these former greats of dunks, get somebody else to judge the competition. Dwight Howard, get the fuck out of there.
Don't even get them.
He gave a 48 to that Jackson Hayes dunk. I can do that dunk at 52.
Well, I would like to see that.
Maybe on a 9-foot rim, but I'm just saying. It's not broken. There's no reason to get rid of it.
Remember years ago with Jesser? What was that last year? Use the app and vote. Use the people. Don't use them.
Yeah, it takes one good dunk competition to change this all around. One.
Yes.
Yes.
You got one with a couple great dunks and some shit they never saw. It's back automatically. As bad as it's been for the past 8 years or whatever, you get Ja, Zion, Shaden. If Shaden Sharp wasn't hurt, he runs away with this year because he's a power dunker and he's the best dunker in-game dunker in the NBA right now.
Oh, for sure. Right now, yeah.
Honestly, Blaze, they should have had Bruce Ellis in it. Bruce Ellis should have done it again and get his redemption.
Well, he has tons of stuff he can do. I've seen some crazy shit.
We have, and like that's a chance. That was a chance.
But without going on forever, the dunk competition is not dead. It's going to come back, but they need to throw $5 million or something at somebody to do it.
Yeah, because I think for this year they probably struggled to find 8 people that wanted to do it. Honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So actually, there was a question from Art Koo here. I wanted to bring it up. What is this whole thing with KD, Rios?
Don't care.
Okay.
I'm in the same boat as KD when he did that interview. He said, "I'm not talking about the stupid Twitter nonsense."
What happened?
I was
stupid.
Everyone has a burner account. Who cares?
Okay.
Well,
it's so stupid.
Well, apparently this guy with like 200 followers leaked some DMs from a group chat on Twitter. And they assume it's KD, but I'm like, how would a person with 200 followers on Twitter have access to this?
I don't want to give it airtime. I don't want to give this bullshit airtime. I really don't.
Yeah,
this is a garbage story.
He's been caught with burners before, but I don't think this is him. This doesn't make any sense.
Now listen, here's my point. If he says yes, it's him, or if he says no, it's him, what fucking difference does it make?
It doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't. It's not a story. It's not a story.
He admitted it the last time. Why would he deny it now? Like that's why, like again, a person with 200 followers on Twitter who's barely posted anything over the last couple of years is somehow this super detective that was able to get a screen grab of a a group chat.
I don't care. I don't care at all. No one should.
Yeah.
And for that reporter, whoever it is to ask that question, I know it's their job, and even he's gonna say you gotta ask the questions, but that's a dumbass question, and that's what I would say to them, straight to their face.
Yeah, right there with you. Right there with you. So, you want to talk about dogs?
Well, the one thing we should and I think you're about to go to it. That fucking All-Star Game series was great. I don't care what anybody says. That was fun to watch. It was competitive because right off the bat, the tip. In the first play, Wemby's two-handed dunking turn around on someone's face, that set the tone. Everyone competed. Luke and LeBron sat, but I didn't mind.
Yeah.
Luka and Jokic too.
That wasn't an exhibition. It wasn't, here's my one-on-one and here's a bunch of alley-oops and here's half-court shots. That was a couple real good basketball games. And guess what? The team that everyone said would run away with it, they didn't win. They didn't win a game. They didn't win a game. So the U.S. kind of took it personally, I think. And I know LeBron and everyone's saying East-West is better. Go back to that. I don't mind this. I don't either. Because there's so many great. You get everybody healthy and run it back. That's what I would say. Because I wanted to see Giannis. I want to see SGA. Yeah. I go on and on. I mean, you take Giannis and SGA out. That's the two of the best players in the world. Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, both sides they were playing with a purpose. Because the USA, we got the best athletes in the world. I mean, of course, we want to run away with it, but then best players currently in the league are European.
Yeah, they're overseas, right? And Wemby took it personal. Wemby is the one who saved it, honestly. If Wemby didn't say he wasn't going to try, wasn't going to put in effort, we wouldn't have this conversation right now.
The same thing goes for the dunk competition. You get two big names to go in there, more will follow. Say if you get two guys to start playing in the All-Star game, look what happens. They're all competitors. These are the best competitors in the world. You go out there and piss around, they're all going to piss around because they don't want to get. You go out there and compete, they're going to be fuck. I'm not going to let this dude. That disrespect word comes back out now. You're not going to disrespect me in an All-Star game, and they step up, and they did.
Yeah,
I love the format. I like the shorter games. I think that played a part in it too.
Yeah, you know what was the best part of it? What Anthony Edwards said. What he said about Luka and Jokic. He was like, they're two of the best players in the world, but they didn't want to win the All-Star game. I did. Anthony Edwards did. He got MVP.
Let Wemby lead the resurgence of new All-Stars. This can change the entire game. Braun, get out of here. Chris Paul's gone. Carmelo's gone. That whole wave of great players that were phenomenal are on the way out. It's time for a new era. And
I loved it when you had the young guys against the older guys. I loved every second of it.
Well,
Every second of it.
there's no animosity in East West. There's no hatred towards the East and the West. But
Yeah, not anymore.
but they're going to take it personal. World and everywhere, they're going to take it personal. Young versus old.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna ask this question. Our crew brought up a good one. He has respect for Anthony Edwards. Is he like the most disrespected superstar in the league, or one of them? Because I barely hear about him unless it's like because he's in
He's
Minnesota.
on the Timberwolves.
That's okay. I was right.
If he was
Okay.
a New York Knick or a Miami Heat player or a Laker, that's all you'd fucking hear about.
Right.
He's top
Right.
5. He's stuck on that team. He's
You know
stuck
what
on that
changes
team.
Winning a ring changes all that.
Good, coach. Say what you got on your mind.
No, I'm confused because you said disrespected, and it sounds like he just doesn't have the popularity because he's not known. He's not disrespected.
Yeah, I don't think he's disrespected.
I think people respect his game. It's just that they don't know much about him or see much of him to know what he can do. So
the only time he's got disrespected, we opened his mouth and said dumb shit in the past, which that's not his game. His game is on the court, and he's a top 5 player.
Yeah, true basketball fans know who he is and they respect his. I mean,
that's MJ's son.
That's why when you say disrespected, I'm like,
maybe I said it wrong, but it's just
no,
like
you're not the only one who's said that.
Yeah,
there's others who have said it. That's why I'm like, he's not disrespect. He's because he said it. He said, "I play in Minnesota," which is basically saying he's not disrespected. It's just that people just don't.
Well,
the rumor that I'm hearing now is, Trae Young's out. Where did he go to college? Georgia. So the Hawks are going to make a move as whatever they can to try to get him down there and bring him home if he's not happy. I mean, that's a big what if, but I'm just saying if he's going to go everywhere, I wouldn't be surprised if he went back home to Georgia, played for the Hawks, and try to rejuvenate that franchise. But you mentioned something. I know this is not basketball news, but it's in the news. It's garbage, and I'm disgusted by it.
What did I say?
Michael Jordan, his team won the Daytona 500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And all they're doing is trying to ruin his reputation about this fucking kid shit. It's innocent. He was getting ice out of the back of the kid's shirt and talking to him, and everyone said he was grabbing the kid's ass. It's fucking stupid. This is this whole Epstein pedophile bullshit that's out there. They want to jump all over him, and it's bullshit. It's not funny. It pisses me off that people want to jump to conclusions.
I'm going to say this, Blaze. All right, because I get where you're going. I get where you're going, and you're right. But it's not just the Epstein situation. As a father who raised 3 daughters as a single father, and my daughters will tell you, there's a certain level of paranoia as a man when it comes to children.
Listen, hold on. That's not where I'm going with this. They did the same fucking thing to Michael Jackson. They did the same fucking thing to him. He was going to expose all this bullshit, and then they wanted to make him a PDF file. They wanted to make him one of them. So they're talking about, and then you got all these kids that were with him saying he was protecting us from the world of, music and industry that try to take care of these kids and turn them the wrong way. Michael Jackson, they're doing the same thing. They try to do the same thing to Jordan. And you know what? If I was him, I would get, and he probably has PR people and stuff telling him not to, get on the TV, do a 5-minute thing. That's I work with his dad. I know this kid every day. We talk, we hang out. It's innocent, and they want to turn it into something dirty because people are fucking disgusting. I had to get off my chest. It's terrible because, they show one video and then over and over and over, he's a bad guy. He's a horrible person.
Blaze,
out of context. They don't show before, they don't show the after. They show the 3 seconds where he's pinching the shirt of the kid that had ice all down his back.
But that is kind of where I was going, Blaze, because like I was telling my daughters, there's certain things I just can't do. Even
it's a family friend, though. It's not a stranger, Coach. It's not someone at school. This is a family friend that's with them all the time. It's It's disgusting to me, man.
Yes, it is. It is. And
They're trying to ruin someone to go that route. Unless you have real proof, you don't do that shit.
You're right. You're right.
No, I agree.
It's that cancel culture bullshit where they take a 2-second clip, they don't show you the beginning, they don't show the end, there's no context, and now thousands, maybe millions of people are hating Michael Jordan because of this, and that's disgusting. I'm sorry. I mean,
You're good.
That's been in the news for the past 3 or 4 days. They show the 3-second clip. They don't have no context. And then if you go into comments, people just destroying and dogging Michael Jordan without knowing anything. Go fuck yourselves. Look in the mirror if you people want to start judging people by a 3-second clip. And think about it. He's been how popular for how long? You don't think he knows there's cameras everywhere and they're on him at every second? It's disgusting, man. It really is. That people jump right to that shit when someone hugs a kid. You know, there's no more innocence in the world, and it's disgusting to me.
My point. That's
the innocence is gone. You know, if I grab my brother and kiss him on the cheek, am I a gay incest person all of a sudden? No, I love my brother. My dad, who's 80, who almost passed, I kiss him on the face every time I see him because I love him. I don't know when he's going to be gone. But people want to make disgusting thoughts out of a little clip. Shame on you people. Here's the way I'd say, apologize, because it has come out already that his shirt was soaked. The kid was soaked in ice and water. He was trying to get the ice out of his shirt, just messing with the kid, having fun. I'm sorry. It's just
No,
I'm in
you're
a foul
good.
mood. I'm in a foul mood because I'm not feeling good, number one. And that shit over and over for the past 3 days is just disgusting to me, how people want to go that route. It's disgusting.
It's the world we live in nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah, honestly, I thought you were just gonna go to the fact that his driver won the race.
And that's what I mean. That's what we should be talking about. He's hugging that trophy as if it's an NBA trophy that he won. Basically crying, like emotional. Like that's something this guy's been passionate about, and he finally reached the pinnacle in another sport. And people want to shit on him for something. We're not talking about the fact that and I can't stand racing.
Right, it's just turning left.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's exactly what I've been telling people. That car's left.
But I got a lot of people that love NASCAR. If their engine, their motorheads and shit, they love engines and cars, go for it. That's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. But if you like turning left, go for it.
But just people trying to trash people like that, man. Go back to the Josh Giddey thing a couple years ago.
Right.
He deserves a bunch of apologies. Because people were trying to ruin his career and not knowing all the facts.
Yeah.
Like these are superheroes. These are our heroes, our villains, but they're human beings too. And I think we forget that sometimes.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I mean, a guy just wants to be left alone and he can't be left alone?
Put yourself in these. I mean, none of us as normal people can understand what famous musicians or sports figures go through every day. You know, I go to the grocery store right now and hang out. I mean, they can't just go to the grocery store or go here or go there or, you know. So, I mean, it's different, but they're also blessed with shitloads of money and everything they'd ever want in life, too. So you take the good with the bad.
I'd rather be depressed in a mansion than, depressed where I live now.
It's just people's, you know, I don't know. It's very frustrating the way people want to. They're just waiting to slander and nail people to the cross. It's horrible. Like, instead of praising people, most people are just waiting to bash people for what they do wrong. That's why I'm not that popular in the sports world, because I'm a positive guy. I want to talk about the good things I saw in the game last night, not the bullshit. You think I want to talk about people, alienating Michael Jordan or tanking basketball games and losing on purpose? No, I want to talk about the game.
Yep. Now let's get back to basketball, because this NBA trade deadline has ended. We're in the second half, not the trade deadline, the All-Star weekend. all that has ended. We're in the second half. Do you guys have any questions about your teams going into the second half of the season?
Hell no, man. Tyrese Martin and Campaign are here. Sixers are winning it all. They ain't losing another fucking game.
I think everybody should have questions about the team going, coming into the second half of the season.
Yeah, Rios, what about you? You guys didn't make a move, right, at the deadline?
Yeah, they
Nothing?
stayed pat. They didn't do anything in the buyout market, so they either are just banking on them staying healthy, and then the combination of Cocaine Curry and Amen Thompson figuring it out the point guard, or just hope other teams get hurt. I mean, I don't know what the game plan is, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had all the potential. I just, like, if I was a part of the buyout market, I would want to go to Houston. I
Yeah.
would. You guys have a real shot. So I'm like, what is the issue here? There's nothing there. Like, there's nothing bad about the Houston Rockets right now.
Katie's burner account.
Yeah. So I'm like, are you guys trying to save money or something? Are you guys trying to, like, go below?
Why shake the tree?
My only thing is, I think they have the inkling that little Mike Evans is going to come back probably next month or in April. We'll see. I mean, that's a lot to gamble as far. And I'm a gambling person, but that's a lot to gamble on a guy coming off an ACL tear, turning it around. Missing months of basketball action. All right, cool. You're back now. We're first round against the Grizzlies or the Lakers or whoever. Like that's a lot to ask.
It is. It is, definitely. So, Coach, what about you? Any questions about your Knicks?
He hates the Knicks. They suck. They're not going anywhere. They're terrible. They should have did more. They're horrible. But he loves them.
No, seriously. With the Knicks, sorry. Watching the Rutgers game. Right now, it's getting guys back. OG is supposedly he's been practicing the past couple of days, so I'm anticipating him playing tomorrow against Detroit. It's getting the new guys and everyone to mesh for this last run to get ready for the playoffs. Because and you guys know the Knicks suck and all that. Trying to play against it, but in all reality, if this team comes together and plays well, they have a very good chance. They really do. Because you now have a defensive presence. When you think of Alvarado, Bridges, OG, when Deuce comes back, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, now I can't say his name. Shane.
Jeremy Sohan.
Sohan. So the point I'm saying is you can also put guys around Brunson and Towns to help them out. So you're not leaving them out. Now, yes, when those two are out there, teams are going to try and attack them with the pick and roll. But on the flip side, if you have those defensive guys out there, it really does help them, and it changes the dynamic. One of the issues the Knicks have been having is in terms of defending the wing. Well, now you have guys out there that are long, and you can switch at times and not worry about guys getting, taken to the hole easily. At least, there's going to be some resistance. So it's right now it's gelling. And then Detroit right now has their number, so Thursday is going to be a big test. They have to win that game. So at least to say, you know what, we can, go ahead and go out there and compete and, see. And then Boston, what's going to happen with Boston? If you get Tatum back, same thing with them. Do they gel in enough time? Because they're still a good squad. So it's with New York. If things go well, they have a very good chance. And I'm going to be brutally honest. If things go well, I see them competing with anyone in the league. I don't care if it's anybody out west or in the east.
That's the coach I want to hear, because you should be. You should be behind your team this year, because there's not a lot in the East, but your team does have. I mean, I still have question marks about the Pistons, question marks about the Raptors. The Celtics get Tatum back. That's big. I mean, right now, if you were to ask me, I'm getting a weird feeling right now. Like people are thinking, Pistons are doing great. Oklahoma. Like, I don't think that's the finals. Like, I see some parity in the playoffs for some reason. I could be wrong. There's still a whole second half left. And when you talk about the Sixers, people who want to say, after you lose by 30 or 50, that sucks, right? Yeah, it sucks. But if you do the numbers, there's 28 games left. Sixers win 12 out of 28. They are 42-40, which gets you in the top 6 postseason. So,
I've been saying that, Blaze.
I know. It's just I'm tired of the negativity for the Sixers. Last year, you had all the right to be negative. This year, you don't.
Well,
it's a little more. I've said it since day one: up and down, bumpy road, roller coaster ride. Hang on with your team. What do you do when you're on a roller coaster? Do you stick your leg out and jump out while it's rolling? No. You hold on tight and you ride with your boys. That's what I'm doing. I'm riding with my boys. They're not the best team in the East, but can they compete with them? Yes, I think they can compete with anybody in the East. But it's health. It's getting PG back. It's having these little pieces that they're throwing together mean something down the line. Yeah. I mean, Tyrese Martin, as much as people are going to say he's just another guy coming on, he's dropped 30 before. He's dropped 24, 25 before.
Yep.
Not that he's going to do that, but coming off the bench, do 15? That's fabulous. When Grimes comes back.
Bucket getters. Yeah. We got 2 bucket getters in Cameron Payne and Tyrese Martin.
And they both play defense.
Out of your second unit. You need guys that can get buckets, because that's when your starters are resting. It helps you rest them longer, especially as the season gets longer and longer, going into April, May. Like, gotta have guys on the bench that can get buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And you got teams like the Nuggets starting to resurge. They're showing that they're going to be competitors. The Spurs are hanging right up there now, way at the top. The Rockets are going to compete. And as much as I hate to say it, you can't really count out the Lakers when you got Luka and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be real. I might not like the team, but I'm going to be real. They go on a run in the playoffs. Watch out.
The problem is they don't play any defense, so they're going to have to outscore their opponent. And
which they could. They could. I'm just saying, I don't like them either, and I don't want them to go anywhere. But I'm just saying, yeah, Tyrese Martin from the Nets.
Yeah, Arco. Yep, that's who the Sixers got. But yeah. So for me, you brought up Embiid, right? Of course, his health. He's out for tomorrow against the Hawks. He is out. He's not good. He's gonna be reevaluated this weekend. So I'm like, can he get back to that? What he was just playing a couple months ago. Can we get that Joel Embiid?
As long as it's right that, as long as he get that right before the postseason, we're good.
Right. If we can get that Joel Embiid, we can compete with anybody. We can. I love that Joel Embiid. I'm still kind of mad about Joel Embiid, but I got to give him credit where it's due.
No, Arcu.
Last year you were really down on Embiid.
We're going to get Tyrese Halliburton next year, too, and we're going to all the Tyreses.
Please.
But, I mean,
we were supposed to have him in the first place.
Now we're past the All-Star break. We're on the home run. We're on the final stretch now, basically, to make a run for it. So we got to, Kawhi's doing good over there with his Clippers, and he's the type of guy that can take over a game, too. I'm not counting anybody out at this point. Like, even OKC, they've shown holes. They're not unbeatable. The way they start, that they may have busted their nut beginning of the year. Where do you go from that?
They can't beat the Spurs. The Spurs is like their kryptonite. It's like
okay. So if they don't play Spurs in the postseason, they're got an easy run to the finals.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
Like if
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
If the Spurs lose in the first round or something by accident, then it just opens the doors. But do not count the Nuggets out either.
No.
There's a lot of teams you don't want to count out in the East and in the West,
and that's good. That means it's going to be a fun playoff. Yeah,
exactly. Look, you guys, you can say what you want about Harden, but I think he's really helping that team.
It hurt. He is. I'll give him credit. I hate to do it, but I'll give him credit. That's a good fit.
Yeah. So they're a squad that can give teams in a problem in the playoffs. So, like you said, you guys, yes. Toronto is still. I just they have some talent, but I just don't think they have that killer instinct.
Nope.
That's what they're missing. Where who do you fear closing out the game?
Yeah.
For them?
Orlando, Pistons, and Cleveland. I feel the same way about all three of them. Like you're talking about. I've said it before. They don't have a Giannis, a KD, or someone that can kill you at the end of the game. They're great teams. They're good teams. But like you're saying, do they have that killer instinct? Do they have that one or two guys that could take over late in the game and lead them? I don't know.
Yeah, if Wagner was back for Orlando,
that's
I would
a
say
big
yes.
one. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big loss right
But
there. But
Cunningham and Banchero are they're on limited time right now. They're great players. I'm not knocking them, but are they the type of player that could take their team to the finals? That's what we got to see. Same thing with Harden and Donovan.
That's fair.
Hey,
It is. It's.
What's his last name, please? What is Donovan's last name?
I don't know. It's a dumb name. I can't pronounce it. It's so stupid.
Wow.
It's Michel. It's French.
I mean, I would be surprised if it's not Knicks or Celtics in the East. I'll be surprised, but that would be a pleasant surprise, somebody different, because those two are the teams that I think are seasoned the most.
The thing with Boston, for me, it's Tatum. Because on March 1st, we're playing the Celtics, and that got moved to nationalized television.
Yeah, he's coming back.
I think we're getting Tatum on March 1st.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how is he going to fit with the Jaylen Brown and how they're playing right now? Because Jaylen Brown is killing it. He's not going to take a back seat. I think Tatum's going to have to take the back seat.
Well, Jaylen did 2 years ago, took a back seat to Tatum a little bit, but both of them, and then
he won the finals. He won the finals MVP.
Yeah, that's a great duo when they're together. So I wouldn't count them out of anything if both are back. Period. Right. I don't like the Celtics either, just like the Cavs. I hate them both, but I'm gonna be a realist when it comes to the quality of the team and the depth.
Yeah,
that's going to be one of the biggest things when it comes down to maybe not the play-in, maybe not the first round, but once that second round and the Eastern and Western semifinals and finals happen, that's when depth really comes through. And how many times have we talked about it? Denver, Boston, Oklahoma City, our last three champions, very deep. Teams that have bench players that played a big role in those championships.
Yeah. Gotta have those guys, and that's what it takes. You don't need a super team anymore. I've been saying that for like the last couple of years.
I think that's where the Sixers fall off a little bit. That's where I'll be real about them. That's where I think they fall off a little bit, is even though they added a couple little pieces, I don't think they're deep enough to compete with the Knicks and Celtics. It would have to be VJ, Maxey, and Embiid carrying them, and the rest playing good roles. It's going to have to be those three. So it kind of is, like, I agree with you, Mitch, but that is the big three. And the Sixers, that's our team. Grimes can come in and drop 25. Oubre can drop 20 here and there, but
if we can get 15 from Paul, Paul George, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that from Paul George whenever he gets back.
We need playoff P.
You don't need playoff P.
We might get pandemic P.
But I'm getting excited about the postseason now because of the fact that there is parity on both sides.
No, I'm trying to pull up where right now where everyone is in the standings.
Here,
if we did the playoffs right now, who would be playing who?
So you got Magic, Heat, Hornets, and Hawks would be the play-in. Magic, Heat, Hornets, and Hawks. Those are the four play-ins.
Yep.
So Pistons, Celtics, Knicks. Yeah, there you go.
Here we go, Coach. I got you.
Look, real quick before we go any further, look at this is for Sixer fans, real quick. 30 and 24. There's 28 games left. They win 12 games. They're 42 and 40. That's playoffs. So if you don't think your Sixers can win 12 out of 28 games, find a new team. I'm not saying they're definitely going to do it, because one of those guys go down or problems happen. They might not win. They might not win the 12 games they need. But if you don't think your team can win 12 out of 28 with the stars we have, go find a new team. All right,
to answer Butterfly's question, playoffs start in end of April.
End of April? Oh, okay, cool.
He's in the middle or end of April.
So right now, New York, Boston is a flip right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's going to come down to whoever wins the division. So yeah, there we
And with
have it.
28, 25 plus games left, there's no guarantee the
A lot
Pistons
can
and the
change.
Thunder are going to be number one either.
Because look at the Western standings.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Let me see the West.
I think by the end of the season, Celtics and Knicks are your 1-2. I don't know which one, 1A, 1B. And Pistons will be 3 or 4.
1 through 6 is separated by 8 games. 8 games. That's what separates.
I mean,
Yeah.
8 games.
So at that point, anything can happen right now. It really could. Like an 8-game difference could swing. I'm not saying Minnesota's going to be the number 1 by the end of it, but it's not out of the question when it's only 8 games and there's 28,
Right now,
25.
Denver, Minnesota would be a great playoff game right now.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'd even say Houston and the Lakers.
That's
I
gonna
wanna-
be sweet.
I want to see the Spurs and Rockets in the postseason. I really do. It'd probably be in the second round, but I really want to see a battle of Texas in the postseason.
Wemby against Şengün. That'd
Yeah.
be a great matchup.
Yeah,
I'm
and
good
I
with
wanna
that.
see a
That is
7-game
wonderful.
series of those two would be fun.
Yeah, Şengün has had his number so far. He's one of the few guys that can take it to Wemby, and Wemby can't really dominate like he does everybody else. Same thing with Joker and Embiid.
I mean, if it is those top 4, Spurs, Rockets, Nuggets, Thunder, that's a hell of a West Finals. No matter what teams come out of those 4.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
this Western I can see maybe staying the same. Even though there's 8, it could stay very much the same. You might be a little bit of jostling, but in the East, I really think Knicks and Boston will be 1 and 2. Flip them around if you want, because I think Detroit might fall off a little bit. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's just my gut instinct right now going in, because now's the time when your butt cheeks clench up and you start to play for real. You know, you're just pissing around kind of the first half, finding your footing, getting your roster set, getting your lineups the way you want them. Now, time to get serious.
Yeah. For me, it comes down to one thing for the West. SCA.
Nick, you have them winning 9 games for the rest of the season? Shame on you. Negative Nick is back.
Huh. All right.
Damn.
I mean, I'm not faulting anybody if you have negative thoughts about your Sixers right now. You have plenty of reason to, but I'm just saying I'm that positive guy. I already said it before. Give me my pom-poms. I'm going to cheer for my team and stick with them through thick and thin. They can lose in the first round or even in the play-in. Does that mean I'm not going to be a Sixer fan next year? No. I'm sticking with my team no matter what.
I think for the Rockets, pretty easy close to the schedule. I can see them going 19-9. Like I said, this will depend on the other 3 teams ahead of them, how they finished, where the final season is really going to make a difference.
When you got 4 or 5 teams out there losing on purpose, wins are coming a little easier.
I'm telling you, go look at some of these team schedules. I mean, Mitch, you know, I went over the Sixers schedule. I'm like, y'all are talking about 12 games. What did I say? I think y'all can win 46 games.
And here's the thing, too. You're talking about a team who may have lost 30 points, 50 points to teams they should have beat, but they've also beat teams they should have lost to.
Mm-hmm.
And they've hung with teams when they didn't have their whole team. So it's like you got to pick out the good points.
Yeah, Butterfly, I like that move for your Spurs. Mason Plumlee, I liked it. I thought that was a very underrated move for a 10-day. I thought that was good for you guys. So I like that. But
so I wonder who didn't get picked up in the.
We play the Kings, the Jazz multiple times, the Timberwolves. If they're out of it, they might rest starters because what's the point? The Warriors were in free fall, the Wizards, the Trailblazers.
what was that?
So I'm trying to figure out
Pelicans again.
Who in the buyout market didn't go anywhere. Mike Conley didn't sign anywhere, did he?
Mike Conley went back to Minnesota.
All right.
So that's kind of funny. He got traded twice, and then he went right back.
Well, I know Middleton's tech. He's still with the Mavericks.
Yeah. Lonzo Ball did not get picked up.
Huh?
Lonzo
Really?
Ball still. Yep.
Damn, I thought I got picked up.
Nope. Lonzo Ball is still there. He was on a podcast, and he was like, "I think they're overrating me." He's still not on the team.
Westbrook stuck with the Kings too. I wish they would have bought him out and let him go somewhere else.
the thing with Lonzo Ball is like he hasn't been shooting well this year, one, and two, his knees or his
Nick,
ankle,
why are you
whatever.
hitting the panic button halfway through the season, dude? You got to
Hey.
find confidence in your team, buddy. You got to.
But here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep reiterating it. Look at the teams around you. Like as fans, we look at our team. We just say our team, this, and these are the issues. But you also have to look at the teams around you that you're competing with.
Sure.
So, I mean, you look at Toronto, you look at Orlando, you look at Miami, you look at all of those teams, those factor in. That's why I say what I say about Philly. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, sure. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking. Orlando losing Wagner, their leading scorer indefinitely. That's a big blow.
The thing with Orlando, they haven't lived up to their potential at all this year. That Desmond Bain trade did not work. It did not work at all. We were talking about that.
He has not looked as good as he did last season at all.
No. And they gave up how many first? 3? 4? 4
for Desmond Bain. I'm like, whoever did that trade fired immediately.
All right, Nikki, you're putting everything on Embiid, but
yeah, I know.
Are you saying without Embiid you can't beat any other teams, any teams that are in the play-in? And see, that's the thing I'm talking about. I'm not saying you're in the top 4.
No,
I'm really saying you're talking about 5 to the play-in.
Yep,
and
I'm there
too. Are you telling me even without Embiid, you really think that Miami, Toronto, Orlando, Atlanta, Charlotte is that much better than the Sixers?
And even if they only win 9 games, they might still make the damn play-in.
Yeah, that's that's why I'm like, And
this isn't Embiid's team. That's the past. Mm-hmm. This is Maxi's team. And him and BJ can carry it without Embiid. You put Bona and Watford and some of those other guys in, you don't need Embiid. But he definitely helps when he's playing like he was.
Yes.
Because that's an inside force and you got a bunch of shooters and slashers.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is with those other teams, when you factor all, and I suggested to everyone, take with your team, if you're in that sector, take a look at the other teams. Go into their schedules and look at their schedule on who they have to play closing out. Because sometimes they might have to play a lot of the top teams. And if you look at them, you're like, oh, wait a minute. They have to play all these top teams, and then it's like, oh, okay. Now we have the opportunity to be where we need to be. So
it's a good thing. Now I'm kind of glad Nick brought this up because he's singling out Embiid, which is an important part. But let's look at pretty much any of the teams that might compete. Pick your top 4 players. All right, any of the team, Thunder, Knicks, pick any team, Rockets. Then here's how you see if you can compete in this league this year. Take your top 4 players, and it doesn't matter which 4, but injure one of them and take them out. Are you still competing with not one of your top 4? And I think the Knicks, the Sixers, the Thunder, all those teams fall into that category that if they lose, maybe not an SGA or a Brunson, but if VJ Edgecombe goes out, if PG, or if OG Anunoby is out, you can still make a run without one of those guys. That's a team. We're not talking about a 3-player team and everyone else is just shit. If you can lose one of your top 4 players and still compete, then you got a team. That's just
I'm going to say this about, look, Brunson last game only scored 8 points. Think about and the Knicks won.
Yep. That's important. If you can and that's why people are like, Maxey didn't score 30. Maxey didn't score 30. Maxey didn't score 30. Guess what? If he can score 15 and you still win, you have a team. I don't want 1 or 2 players. I want a team.
Yep.
And teams like Detroit and Toronto, until they do something in the postseason, I ain't buying it. Last year, I wrote that Cleveland Cavs are a fraud the whole year. I wrote it the whole year, and it was only because, number 1, I hate Cleveland, and number 2, they haven't proved it in the postseason. If you prove it in the postseason, even making it close to the Eastern Finals or Western, that means you at least advanced a couple rounds. You know what I mean? That's showing success in the postseason.
Yep. Yep. Butterfly LaMelo Ball was involved in a car crash. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. He crushed his custom Hummer crashing into another vehicle. It's all over Twitter.
Mm.
Yeah. He
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball. Yeah.
But like, I hate to mention the Cavaliers even more because of how I feel about Cleveland, but don't count Cavaliers versus Rockets as a finals or something. You know what I mean? It could be.
I would not mind that.
Something like that.
I would not mind that because I'm in the finals then.
Part of me is like, if Cleveland, if there's any year for Cleveland to win it all, what if they win it all this year and say, "Fuck you, LeBron, we don't want you next year."
Here's another team
because they already have a team.
Here's another team we didn't talk about. Then we're gonna close out the Phoenix Suns this season because my guy Iverson Vlogs is in the chat. They have a really interesting shot to be a dangerous team in the play-in. They got a real dangerous shot. I really like what they're doing over there, and they got rid of KD, they got rid of Bradley Beal, and it's working over there. Like I really like the Phoenix Suns roster. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I like him. I'm a big Booker fan, but I mean,
we are. Well, I wonder why.
Is his supporting cast good enough? Is his supporting cast good enough?
Playing, but being dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see it.
Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green. That's their. Two best players.
I mean, I could see him maybe winning one game in the play-in. I can see it.
You know what they should do? They should just lose the rest of their games on purpose so they get a good draft pick. I think that would be a good play.
Oh yeah, right. Iverson Vlogs, how do you feel about that?
Sarcasm, people. Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Kentucky has a long way to go, my friend. We're not even in the top 25 right now.
Yeah.
That's a March team. Kentucky is a March team.
Yeah.
March team.
How about Michigan?
I'm starting to get more in tune with college. I'm starting to watch a little more.
Jalen Green has missed. Okay, so Jalen Green has missed 30 games plus, and he was still 11 games over 500.
That's what I'm saying, though. They're winning, but like once you get to the postseason, if it ain't Devin Booker, who else is doing it for that team?
It's not going to be Jalen Green. I can tell you that.
No, I mean,
you should know that.
I'm not saying he's a great player, a bad player. He's a very good player, but when you're talking postseason, you need depth and stars. You know,
I'm talking about the play-in here.
I mean, they're a good team. They might
what
be.
They're doing.
They're that Robin next to Booker away from being dangerous, in my opinion. Malawatch is going to continue getting better. You know, they have.
Honestly, though, did we ever think Dylan Brooks was going to play like this the way he should have been an all-star? He had a case.
Well, I mean, like you said, getting rid of KD and Beal because they were so dead the last couple of years because of trying to grab those two. So I can understand. I give them a little bit of leeway for a year or two to try to rebuild that because it's got to be tough with that, you know, the cap hits and dealing with losing those two guys, and it didn't work.
Iverson Vlogs, I agree with you there. A lot of their bench players have stepped up a lot. Like you were talking about teams and their players. That was the Phoenix Suns so far. Philly won't want to see us in a game 7. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, Iverson Vlogs. We'll see about that.
I mean, unless you're talking Charles Barkley with the Suns and AI with the Sixers, I don't think we're going to have Philly and Phoenix in the finals for a really long time.
All right, guys, we're going to head on out. Appreciate everyone tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. We'll be back next week for the pick and roll. Blaze, hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'll get there. Thank you. It's stomach issues. I'll be all right. Just need a couple days to recoup.
Yeah. Iverson Vlogs. We'll catch you. Coach, I'll catch you later, man. You want to tell everyone about tomorrow?
Yeah, I can't wait for that draft. That's a great idea, Coach. I'm glad you're
doing it. No, I mean, we're doing a full collaboration between the hardcore and the Aboriginal Sports Network content creators. where we're going to be doing a full first round draft picks. So we're selecting it. Each pick is going to take no more than a minute to 3 minutes tops. So there you have it. So get in. Just come in, make the selection, quick synopsis, and then like I said, the two networks working together.
Yeah.
And we're going to take it from there, and we're going to start with this one, and we're going to see where it goes, and but yeah, it's pretty exciting, and that's what we're hoping for, a good event.
Yeah, I can't wait. I got to see the Sixers, but I'll be listening. I'll be listening for that. So, guys, like, share, subscribe. Really appreciate each and every single one of you. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Peace, guys.
Peace.